Hi, my name is Allie. I've designed this channel as a creative outlet for myself. I honestly haven't been feeling my best lately. I feel stuck. I feel lost. I feel like I should be doing more with my life, yet each day it feels as if I'm doing less and less. There's this question we're asked ever so often. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How can I even imagine 5 years from now if I can't even imagine 5 days from now? I've learned many things during this pandemic, but today I'm going to share 3 of them with you. Each one setting a realistic goal that you and I can achieve in 5 days or in 5 years. Growth takes time, and it shows differently in each and every one of us. Number 1, I learned that balance is super important for both your mental and physical health. This summer was going to be the summer I crawled myself out of debt. I recently graduated with my undergrad, and I'm $40,000 in debt. I know, it's insane. I was going to work, and by the end of the year, I planned on having 25% of my student loans paid off. So I went out and I looked for jobs. I ended up landing 2 of them, and I worked some pretty long weeks, some even reaching 75 hours. I was exhausted, mentally and physically, and I wasn't taking care of myself. Along with not taking care of myself, I wasn't taking care of my relationships. My relationship with my partner, with friends, and most importantly, my relationship with my family members. My advice, don't work more than you have to. You're killing yourself if you do. Evaluate the important relationships in your life and make sure you're reaching out to your loved ones. I may not have been my best this year, but as I grow, I'm reaching out more, spending more time with the ones I love, and taking responsibility for my lack of commitment and communication. I'm sorry I was gone so long. I'm back, and I want to embrace the relationships I hold so dear to my heart. Number 2, the person I was a year ago is not the same person I am today. I'm ever growing, and I love it. Before this year, I was never an emotional person, or so I said. But this year has brought out a lot of emotions, ones I didn't even know were there. My mom even told me it was out of my character to be as emotional as I have been, adding that being emotional wasn't necessarily a bad thing, and that she was happy to embrace, talk, and work through my feelings with me. Despite this being a hard year, I'm thankful for being more in tune with my emotions. I feel okay to say, I'm not happy, or I want to be alone today. Before, I was always trying to be strong and brave. I don't cry, I tell everyone, yet I'd cry when no one was looking. I know, it's sad. But being emotional was never something I wanted, so I pushed it and I pushed it. I'd also like to point out that I've never felt more mature and in control of my life. This past year has taught me that I can do anything I set my mind to. If you really want it, you'll get it. Emotions drive our ability to reach our highest goals and biggest dreams. My advice, be more in tune with your emotions and don't be afraid to be vulnerable like I have been for far too long. Number 3, starting over is okay. Along with growing and becoming more mature, I'm closing a chapter of my life. I want to always strive to be the best me possible, and I'm definitely not there yet. In order to be the best me possible, I had to quit the jobs I was so excited to get, the jobs that were going to help me get out of debt. It was hard, but I'm better for it. I now know working 75 hours a week is not a life I want or even a life I can handle. I need time for my relationships, but more importantly, I need time for myself. Going from working a 75-hour week to a 40-hour week gave me a different perspective on time, a better one. If you break it down, a week is equivalent to 168 hours. If I'm working 75 of those hours a week and getting a decent amount of sleep each night, meaning 8 hours per night, I'm only left with about 40 hours of free time. That seems like a lot of time, doesn't it? After all, that's how much time an average person works each week. And when we're working those 40-hour weeks, we feel as if we're always at work, right? But really, it's not enough time. When you add in eating, preparing for work, and spending small moments with your loved ones, that 40 hours runs out fast. If you need to work more than 40 hours a week, I give all the power to you. But right now, I don't need to work that much. Not if it's going to impact me the way it has. I will get out of debt someday, but right now, my relationships and my happiness are what's most important to me. You need balance, whether that means you have to quit a job or set a reminder to call your grandmother every day. Your current relationships will not always be there, and that's okay. Just be aware of that and do your best to reach out and be able to balance work, friends, family, and partners. Post you is not current you. Each day you are learning, experiencing, and conquering new things. You are not your best self yet, and I think that's amazing. Celebrate who you are today and every day. Starting over is okay. Not all things are going to work out as planned. As long as you're doing what's best for you, that's all that matters. You're not being selfish. You're being true to yourself.